Anomaly researchers UK welcome you to their latest report.
From the United Kingdom, we bid you all a good evening, or good morning as the case may be.
I saw a ball of light zigzag down from the sky to the ground, drop something off, then shoot back up into the sky. When I went over to where it had landed, I found a mutilated sheep. This is extremely disturbing. No one seems to be able to do anything to stop it.
These are bloodless killings, you know. No blood is found around the carcass. The incisions are cauterized and no footprints are ever found, no one is ever seen. But often the farmers see lights in the sky before or just after an animal mutilation takes place.
We've been on a search for answers to what exactly is going on.
Hi there again everyone. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Tonight I have a report from Wales Online, and this story dates back to March 2013. The headline reads, and I quote, "Mystery of farm animal mutilations in Wales." A decade of clinical animal mutilations in Wales is being investigated by pathologists who suspect aliens may be to blame. The organization, called the Animal Pathology Field Unit, the APFU, was set up in 2001 to investigate after sheep and cattle were discovered dead with strange surgical-style injuries. Reports have since been produced on mutilated lambs in Bethgelert, Gwynedd, and slaughtered Texel rams in Pulwimp, Dyfed, and a farm in Bleddfa, Powys, where it is claimed 20 ewes go missing every June. And in a plot twist worthy of Steven Spielberg, the APFU concentrates most of its resources in the Rhea Valley, near the border, and in towns including Knighton and Llandrand Wells where mutilations are said to be rife. It claims the injuries are too sophisticated to have been caused by predators, and animals have been killed in locations which are difficult to reach without being detected. Phil Hoyle, of the APFU, says the curious lack of blood or footprints at the scene, despite the surgical removal of large amounts of tissue, means extraterrestrials can't be ruled out as the cause of the attacks. He says, "We are looking to the UFO connection and the things people are describing, unconventional things entering the sea and leaving the sea. We have some farmers that have seen unusual lights and found animals killed in an extremely surgical way. These are not done by satanic cults. The incisions and tissue removals are very sophisticated, and whether it is being done by aliens, military or some clandestine monitoring, something unusual is going on." John Duggan, a farmer with more than 700 acres of land from Monorty near Knighton, where one of the mutilations is alleged to have taken place, said, "We do find sheep dead. Usually when we find them they have been killed by wildlife, like birds. We haven't seen anything surgical, it is just something dead or carved up, and you might not be able to find it for 2 or 3 days." Close quotes. I want to interject at this point. When we found the sheep mutilation a few months back, you will recall from our video that the morning after we had found it, the carcass was so badly predated upon it would have been viewed by someone as purely a natural death which had been heavily predated on, so we have to be mindful of the state of a carcass after only 24 hours, from our findings. Anyway, back to this story. Open quotes. Mr. Hoyle, who has been investigating UFOs since 1983, said Wales, alongside the United States, is one of the world's hotspots for the mutilation phenomenon. "We don't know what has the ability to do this. Whatever it is, it literally arrives at an isolated area, surgically removes tissue, and leaves, not leaving a footprint or anything," he said. He said activity in the past 6 months had increased significantly, and claimed the military had moved in to monitor the situation. The Ministry of Defence denied it had any personnel in Wales looking for UFOs. A spokesman said, "There is no benefit in such investigations." At Bethgelert, Gwynedd, in 2001 a lamb was found on a small farm a few miles outside of Bethgelert. A large, oval-shaped hole had been made through its left hip bone. It was roughly an inch wide and there was a 45-degree angled smooth trepanning of the bone. The field notes ask what sort of mechanism could have achieved that? Brook Farm, in Dyfed, in 2002, according to field notes, a farmer found mutilated Texel rams in the morning, having inspected the animals the night before when there was no sign of anything unusual. A week before the ram attack, the farmer had lost 6 ewes to what the APFU describes as the usual modus operandi, which includes a jaw strip, missing tongue and hardly any blood. Woodside Farm, Monorty, Blythfer, Cowes. In 2009, 4 dead ewes were found with facial strips. According to field notes, there were a number of other odd incidents down the years, including an annual instance of 15 to 20 ewes disappearing without trace. Notes state, it should also be noted that the SAS are known to conduct training exercises in this area. Again, a common denominator, could they be monitoring the situation? Close quotes. What an interesting report. It's quite incredible that it says that every year, 15 to 20 ewes vanish without trace. Anyway, I will leave you to ponder this report, and as usual, if you have any comments then do leave them below. So until next time. Thank you for listening, and goodbye.